Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Megan. I own multiple small businesses, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this super cute name tag. This person bought it for Christmas stockings, but you can do anything with a name that you need a name tag for. You can easily use this pattern, and I kind of go over where I get it from and everything like that. So as you can see, I used a black border. I also used white for the name, and then I used a cute little grommet, and on the back here I have some black vinyl that I got from Joann's, and this fabric is quilting cotton fabric that I also got from Joann's. So yeah, this is a super great project. I go over how to make the grommet, how to adjust the design for that. And then also, if you don't have anything for the grommet, I also show you how to cut out the hole for it. And then luckily there's some satin stitches that should kind of cover up any remaining random stitches or any remaining thread. So I'll go over the materials that you'll need for this project, where I got everything from. And then I'll also leave in the description down below where I get everything from. But yeah, so I got this pattern from Etsy. There's 5 different types of designs. So like there's one with circles, there's like a circular one that you can get. In the next couple clips, I'll definitely show you where I got the design from and all the different kind of patterns you can do. And then luckily for each design, so this is one of 5 patterns I believe that you can get. For each one there's 21 different sizes. So for example, this is a perfect size for a 5-letter one. I also got this embroidery font from Stitchtopia. It's a Caleb font, so that's where I got that from. I think it's a really great universal font. But again, I'll kind of go more into details about what Etsy shop I got it from. And it's overall a really quick and easy project. It's 5x7 friendly, so if you have a PE800, this is a really great project. But I did use my NQ1600E embroidery machine, so if you're brand spanking new to this machine, I'll kind of go over with you how to use it. And again, this is a really simple design and pattern, and I'll kind of show you how to go forward a step or back a step and just overall in detail how to make this. But look how cute this turned out. So I had an order for 2 of these. This is how the first one turned out. I think it turned out really great. And yeah, so again, I'll include in the description below all the materials that I used for this project. And yeah, so enjoy the video. Please consider subscribing, leave a like as well, and a comment down below on what other embroidery projects you'd like to see me do. And yeah, enjoy the video. Alright, so let's go over the materials you'll need for this project. As I mentioned in the beginning, although it is a 5x7 friendly project, I decided to use my 6x10 frames just so I have more room to work with. And I have these hooped with cutaway stabilizer. You can use tearaway if you want, but it doesn't really make a difference if you use it or not. And then you need some tape for the back of the fabric when you put down the vinyl here, just to kind of stick it in place, or you can use temp adhesive spray. Of course, you need your flash drive. And then since I'm doing 2 of these, I cut out 2 of the red checkered or plaid fabrics. And then on the back here, I haven't fused it yet, but this is SF101 stabilizer, I guess it's called, also known as Shape Flex. You can get this at Amazon. It essentially just helps makes this more stable because it's only quilting cotton, so you need something to help it make more sturdy. And then here's my vinyl, which I got from Joann's. I just got it in black. Then you need some regular scissors to cut your fabric. And then also, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but in this video I'm going to use these scissors. I don't know exactly what they're called, but it just makes a really cool border. And I got these from Joann's as well. I have some white thread for the name. And then I got a pack of thread when I first started my embroidery business. And this was part of it because I finished my first cone of black thread. It was as big as this. And I finished it, so I'm just kind of using this temporarily, and I'm waiting for my thread order to come. I use pre-filled bobbins, and they all are white, so I'm going to use this for the name. And then when I do the border, I'm going to do it in black. So for the border, whatever color you're going to do the border in, you want the bobbin to match. So if this was red, I would want a red bobbin, or if it was blue, I'd want a blue bobbin, and different things like that. And then I'll show you, if you want to do a grommet, how to do it, or if you don't, you can just kind of follow the pattern as it is. And then of course you'll need a grommet presses if you have that. I'm pretty sure that they have little hand presses at Joann's. So these are all the materials you're going to need. So first, of course, you're going to want to prep your design on your USB, which I'll show you how to do that in a minute, as well as where exactly I get my designs from. And then, of course, you're going to want to fuse your stabilizer to the back of your quilting cotton to make it all stable. So I'll do that right now, and then I'll show you exactly how to get the design, the font that I use, and where exactly I got the design from and all that. So let's get going. Okay, so let's get ready to pull up the design here. So as you can see, I got my design from JL Designs, or however you say that. I'm assuming that means designs. But yeah, this is where I got it from. So I'll click on it and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So these are all the different kind of patterns that you can get, and 21 sizes in each. So it's really great. But in today's video, I'm going to use a 5-inch size. Just so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. So let me go back here. And now I'm going to download the files. Download. Double click on that. And this person wanted version 2, so price tag number 2. I have a Embroider embroidery machine, so PES. I'm going to do version 9 because that's the latest version. So I'm going to double click on that. And again, we want tag B 5-inch PES. So I'll double click on that. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's 5 inches. Any bigger, I think, is just a little too big for my preference. So here are the steps that it's going to go through. So first, it's going to do the basting stitch for the outline for the top of it, and then it's going to stitch down the fabric, and then it'll do the border. This doesn't make much sense right now, but I'll kind of go through it. On my machine, I'm going to kind of go back and forth between each step, just so we can get everything going here. So I'm going to hit the A button, and the first name here is Layla, so I'm going to, I believe I use the Caleb font. Let's see here. Yeah, Rivermill, Stitchtopia Caleb. So I'm going to do 1.5. Oh, that's way too big. I'll do 1 inch. So Layla. Just double checking to make sure it's spelled right, and it is. And then I'm going to rotate the design and bring it all the way to the center there. So there's the first tag, and since I'm assuming this is for a brother and sister, I want to make sure that it's the same size for both, including the font as well as the design in general. So now I'm going to go back here. I wish you could save different fonts. There's so many fonts. Okay, so again, the 1 inch. The next name is Nathaniel. Okay, so this is probably going to be too big, yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink it down. Let's see what that looks like now. That looks like it might work. No, still a little too big. So I'm going to shrink it down. Still too big. Okay. Let me see if that looks okay. So that's Nathaniel, and that's Layla. I think that's fine. Again, double checking the spelling. You always want to do that. All right, so now I have this all ready to go. So now I'm going to save the design to my USB, but I just kind of wanted to show you where exactly to get this design from. So again, it's the shop. And then you just pull it up into Brilliance. And again, I use the Caleb font from Stitchtopia. I also have another one that I made that says like 2 their name and then from Santa, which I think is really cool. So that's what I have listed here, but they decided to just choose names. So again, now I'm going to save it to my USB drive and we'll go to the embroidery machine. And again, make sure you prep your front pieces. So if you do use quilting cotton for the front, definitely get some sort of stabilizer for the back to make it really nice. Again, it'll just make it more stable because it was kind of thin, just the quilting cotton. And that'll also make your embroidery stand out even more. And yeah, you can just leave the letters for the bottom. Luckily, like I said before, for my embroidery machine, it's super easy to go back and forth a couple steps. So that's really what I'm going to do for my machine. But again, I'll kind of go through it slow so you guys can understand. And again, this is a really great project if you have a PE800 or like me, if you have the NQ1600E. It just makes a super simple and easy project to make, and it looks really sharp and nice. So now we are going to go to the embroidery machine. All right, so first step is you want to pull up your design. So I'm going to click in the corner here, the USB symbol. Probably going to take a minute because I have a lot of files on there. So whichever one pops up first is the one we'll start working on. So it looks like it's Layla, which is right there in the corner. So hit set, edit end, embroidery. Now for this part, it doesn't really matter what color thread you use, so I'm just going to use what was on my thing here, which is gold. So right now it's going to do the outline for the tag, so I'm just going to hit start. Alright, so for the next step, you're going to want to get your fabric here. And again, make sure it has the SF101 on top of it. So I'm going to put this on top of here. I cut out a really big piece, but I didn't need to do that. So now what it's going to do is it's going to tack down all this fabric, and it's also going to make the little hole there as well. So I'm just going to hit start. And I realize I also forgot to mention that I'm using white bobbin because now at this point it doesn't matter what color bobbin you use. So now let's continue. Alright, so for this next step, I'm going to skip ahead to the words. So I'm going to change my thread to white because that's what the customer requested. And again, keeping the white bobbin thread. And now it's going to stitch out the words. so now for this next part is when you're going to want to change to black bobbin thread and top thread, because again, that's what color border this customer requested. So I'm just going to switch out the white for black here. Okay. I'll put this back in. And now again, I'm going to change my top thread to black. Oh, also, you're definitely going to want to do the back as well. So again, flip it over. So this is what it looks like from the front. So you don't have to trim this yet. You don't have to worry about that, but you do want to get your back portion of it, which again, I'm using this black vinyl from Joann's. All right, so here's what the back looks like. So you can kind of see the outline of it. So I'm going to place my vinyl like that. And now I'm going to get my tape here and tape all the corners. Sorry about all that noise. I live with my parents still, so it's kind of an adjustment. Okay. Making sure that's all taped down all nice. And now you're going to put it on your machine. Okay, I'm going to have to get some basting spray. All right, so that didn't work at all. So what I'm going to do is this is the temp adhesive spray that I use. So I'm just going to spray some of that on the back here. Place it down. And then again, tape all your sides. Again, push it down as much as you can, so then it'll stick. And again, since this is a temporary adhesive spray, you kind of want to get things moving along. Alright, now that it's all done embroidering, we're going to take it off the hoop and trim away any of the loose threads here, as well as on the back. And then I will show you how I cut around the border with my special scissors, as well as how I add my grommets. So let's get going. Alright, now we're going to take our zippy scissors here and cut out the border. So I would say I get about 1/4 of an inch away from the border. It kind of is up to you how you want to do that. So I usually go one side, get it out of the way, go up the other side. And try to keep it as even as possible. Oh, looks like some of it didn't cut here. Okay, that's fine. So this is what it looks like with that nice border, although you can see the stabilizer a little bit. I don't think it makes a big deal, but I just think it kind of makes it look nice and crisp and kind of festive. So now what we're going to do is cut out this hole here. I have some special scissors here. I actually got these from Hobby Lobby, so I'm just going to poke a hole through both. And then I have little scissors here. Try to cut through both layers. It might be a little tough and awkward, but you'll get through it. So just keep it in that hole and try to get it as close to the border as you can without cutting those stitches. Might have to make like little snips like I am and then just slowly go around the border. But as you can see, like, look how good that hole looks. Like, there's my finger. So this is definitely the easiest and cleanest way to do it. And now let's go to the grommet press and I'll show you how I press this. All right, let's give that another try. I actually got a bigger grommet this time, so I'm hoping it'll work. Perfect. That turned out great. So here's the grommet. My other one was kind of mushed down and didn't look as good, but I mean, look how cute that turned out. Absolutely perfect, and the border's all nice. It looks like I have a couple things to trim there. I'll definitely do that. But yeah, this is our first name tag. Alright, so here's the name tag up close. I think it turned out really cute with the grommet. It just makes it look really nice. And again, I think they're called pinking shears or something like that is how I got this nice border. If I remember where I bought everything from, I'll definitely include all this information in the description below. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is a really great pattern, especially if you have a longer name or a shorter name. You can kind of make the tag based off of that. But I think this is the perfect size for this one. And again, the other one for Nathaniel, because it kind of goes over and it'll look all weird and squished if I use this version. So I'm definitely going to go up a size in this. Again, I got that from Etsy. But yeah, overall, this is a really simple and easy project. One thing that I really love about this is that you can make this for all different sorts of things. So for instance, this one I used as a stocking tag, but you can use this as a name tag for luggage, an Easter basket tag, a lunchbox tag, like anything that you want to make a tag with is what you can do with this. And I really like how it has the nice vinyl on the back, but you can have all different sorts of colors and have fun with it. Again, you don't necessarily need to have the grommet, but I just think it makes it look nice. But if you don't have a grommet press or anything with grommets, then you can easily do that. Just cut out before you do the border, and that'll do the border and kind of finish up and make it all look nice. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, it's a NQ1600E. That's my embroidery machine that I use, but it's also PE 800 friendly. So if you have a 5x7 embroidery machine, you can definitely crank one of these out, no problem. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please leave a comment down below what other tutorials or other sorts of videos you would like me to see. Please consider subscribing and give this video a thumbs up. And again, let me know what other sorts of projects you want me to see. You want to see me do. There we go. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and in my next video, I'm definitely planning on doing a work with me. I already have it filmed, I just have to edit it because I've been super busy with orders, and I have a big life event coming up. So I'll definitely do a video for that as well. Things are going to be changing around here. I'll go more into that in detail for one of my future videos, but for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.